The moment you are no more conditioned, you will not ask what is the goal of life. Your whole question will go through a revolution. You will ask how I can live more totally, how I can drown myself utterly into life. Because life is the goal of everything. Hence, there can be no goal for life. And because you are starved, and except death, there seems to be nothing. Life is slipping out of your hands, and death is coming closer every moment. You cannot dodge death. I am reminded of a story, a very famous Sufi story. A king dreamt that a black shadow appears even in his dream. He freaks out. He said, "Who are you? And what is the purpose of your being in my dream?" The shadow said, "I am your death. And tomorrow by the sunset, we have to meet. I just came to inform you because you are a busy man. Ordinarily, I don't go to inform people. But you are a king. You are very special. A VVIP. I have been afraid perhaps you may not meet me at the right place. You may be engaged somewhere else than what I am to do. You have to meet me at the right place, right time. Remember." And this, before he could ask where is the right place, out of fear, his sleep was broken. The shadow disappeared. The time was known, right time, sunset, tomorrow. But where is the place? He tried many times to close his eyes and find out the shadow to ask, where is the place where I am supposed to meet you? Not that he wanted to meet death, he wanted to know the place so he can avoid that place. But in this whole world, where that place is? But you cannot continue a dream, this is a difficulty. Once it is broken, however hard you close your eyes, you cannot continue the same dream again. He became so afraid that in the middle of the night he called all his wise men, his astrologers, his priests, palmists, prophets, and he said, "You decide where is the right place so that I can avoid it." And they all started looking into their ancient scriptures, and morning came and the sun started rising. And once the sun started rising, the king became more and more afraid. Because sunset is the end of sunrise. Sunrise is the beginning of sunset. When there is sunrise, sunset is not far away. The sun has started moving towards sunset already. And those people have not reached to any conclusion. On the contrary, they are so much quarreling, arguing on each word about scriptures. He said, I am not interested in your scriptures. You simply tell me where is that exact place so I can avoid it. They said, wait. This is not a simple question. And we have to consult ancient scriptures. We have to find some precedent before. And we have to come to an agreement. The astrologer is saying something else. The priest is saying something else. If we give you 15 answers, what help they are going to be? So let us come to one conclusion. King's old servant was standing by his side. He whispered in his ear that I am an old man. I am not supposed to interfere in this great conference of big sots. I am just a poor servant, but I am old and I am just the age of your father, and I have brought you from your very childhood. Just listen to me. These people will never come to any conclusion. These people have been arguing for centuries and they have never come to any conclusion. Two philosophers never agree. Two prophets never agree. Two astrologers never agree. Disagreement is their business. They live on disagreement. So you don't wait. Time is very short. If you listen to me, you just take your best horse, and you have such beautiful horses. Take the best and run away from this place. At least one thing is certain, you should not be here in this palace, in this city, in this kingdom of yours. You escape anywhere. The idea was striking. The king said, you are right, because these people are not going to settle before sunset. He escaped. He took his best horse. And by the evening, when the sun was just going to set, he has crossed the borders of his kingdom, entered into another kingdom. He was just so happy that he has escaped. Now it is not going to be possible for death to find him. To rest for the night, he went into a garden. He was thanking his horse, because the horse has done really a miraculous job. The whole day he has been running so fast. Even the king has never seen him run so fast. He didn't wait to drink water. He didn't wait even for a single moment's rest, as if he understood the urgency. And he was thanking him that you saved me. I thank you and I love you and I will reward you. Just tomorrow when we go back to the kingdom, you will be received just with the same honor as me. At that very moment, the sun sets, and a hand the king feels on his shoulder. He looks back, the old dark shadow he had seen in the night. The shadow laughs and says, "You should not thank the horse. I should thank the horse, because this is the place where I was waiting. And I was afraid whether your horse is going to make it or not. But he did make it. You have really a rare horse in the world. You have come to the right point in the right time." Whatever you are doing, you will reach in the right time, in the right place to meet death.